Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Mohawk6 here. So I've been posting some videos on my Necromancer build for Diablo IV, and I'm conflicted. So there are two builds that I've been using recently. One of them is just your standard 7 minions, kind of blood-centered build, where it's more about survivability at this point. So I use the Hemorrhage, Blood Lance, Hued Flesh. Corpse Explosion is like my primary weapon. And also it does refund my essence with the talent points I have in it. I have some stuff in Skeletal Mastery. Consuming Corpse generates, yep, there you go, my 6 essence. Skip the Curses, Skeletal Mastery again. Have some stuff in, when I'm healthy, your blood skills deal overpower damage. Corpse Tendrils is another primary skill I have. When a corpse is formed, your skilled minions fortify for 6. So this build is more about survivability and being able to grind through these longer fights. And then I have Bone Storm and the Wrathman's Vigor. The problem with this build, though, is it is very slow if you're fighting elites or bosses. It's a long fight. And at first, I didn't think anything of it. And then I went to a different build, and I went to the Sacrifice build, where you have no minions active, but your crit power is out of control, and you literally melt bosses. But there are some trade-offs here. So with this one, I really don't have to worry about my essence as much, because I have a bunch of different ways to generate it. And even if I run out, I can Corpse Tendril my minions if they're still alive. They can kind of tank some damage for me as I run away and recoup my essence. But the problem is the damage. These are long fights, that, especially with elites and bosses. The Sacrifice build does have its limitations, and we'll go into them in a minute. But for this one, I just wanted to jump into a random dungeon. I haven't done this one yet. And just go through with one and then go back with the other. So, like I said, for general mobs, the build's great. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. It clumps everyone together. I Corpse Explode them. I can take a few hits and keep going. But you'll see there will be some with some elites where the fight will drag on for a little bit longer. I am on World Tier 3, I'm on Nightmare mode. So we'll see what we can do. But you're constantly fortifying yourself. Your minions are tanking a lot of the damage that would be coming at you, so you're able to stay back and just nerf the enemy until you get into a fight with an aggressive elite, and then things get a little tricky. That's when you have to make sure you're doing your minion management and you're keeping them up and healthy.
At first, I thought this was a mistake. There wasn't anything,
Some of the skills I do have on for this one, though, specifically for my build, is instead of doing a regular Corpse Explosion where it just explodes in place, I actually summon a minion and they run at a random enemy. This could be great for if you're fighting an elite and they're not standing near your Corpse Explosion. The problem is it's a random enemy, so you can run into an issue. And I've had it happen to me before, where that Corpse Explosion will they'll run around the elite and go right to, some trash mob or something like that. So that could be a little frustrating. But you can see it's working. The cool thing is if they're over here where this explosion is and I fall back, I can have all these guys going towards that elite. Like I said, this is a great build if you're soloing and you're still trying to figure out the game, this is a great build for leveling, honestly. It will get you through a lot of stuff. Compared to the other classes I've played, my survivability is absolutely amazing on this. Like I said, the problem is when you're fighting elites or you're doing like an event or something, and then where time is of the essence, or you just don't want to be in an elite fight or a boss fight for, you know, 20 minutes out of your life, then this build kind of gets old. And you don't notice it. So here we have an elite. So let's see what we can do against it. I can still hit my corpse explosion and tendrils through the mist. There's still quite a few hits it takes to get him down. And there's 2 of them. My survivor bubble. Alright, so they went down pretty quick. Minion management, get them back up. My builds can be pretty gear dependent. Oh, here we go. Oh, a little trickster.
I need more time.
See, I'm just hammering this elite. It does take time. Even if I hit my bone shield, it still takes a little bit of time.
Separated.
We got separated.
My friends were cut down. I won't last on my own.
Some of the frustration, again, from your minion build is when you need them to attack an elite, they're off, like, hitting a wall for some random ass reason.
I need more time.
Minions are low, so you can tell because everyone's going to start just sprinting at you. You don't have your minions up.
I'm not ready yet.
Having the mages up, though, with the cross mage especially, super helpful when they start freezing people. They will freeze elites, sometimes bosses, but,
I'd be dead.
yeah, they're pretty helpful.
I think I can manage from here.
Great, sure you can.
Please, take this.
Sacred chest armor. Still a great build. It's still, like I said, you get survivability out of it. The blood orbs really help heal you, and then you can fortify it a lot easier. The problem is maintaining those corpses too. So just one single elite, he's going to start killing all of my minions pretty quickly. Still getting hit, still taking damage, still needed to use a potion there. See how long I have to kite him around for. still running out of essence because it's not generating corpses. Yeah, it could be an annoying fight, like I said. And my minions died, so it's just me. He wasn't generating corpses, so unless I fell back to like back here, it was a longer fight. For some reason it didn't pull him back.
I'm low on essence.
Best way to generate essence when you're in a fight, besides sitting there and just using your basic attack, use your corpse explosion. It is phenomenal for that. I was at the radius of that. Good. Killed all my minions again. I'm trying to save that. I don't want to use anything to skew the numbers, if you will. Just a ton of different things here. I always go to use my horse in these dungeons and it never works out. So this was like my main build, pretty much the entire length of the game. And I thought it was fine. And then I played the sacrifice.
I'm not ready yet.
Still taking damage. There's one more Bane of a reading. I didn't. We are slay. Go, Bane, coming up. Had to get greedy. Okay, I do have my golem sacrificed, so my Iron Golem will give me 30% increased crit damage, but I lose the ability to summon him, which is fine. I really don't use my Golem all that much. Maybe on like a tough boss fight where they're just literally one-shotting my regular minions, I'll bring out my Golem just so I could taunt him away from me for a few minutes. But besides that, I'm really not big on using the Golem. Just for crowd control reasons. Alright, so more boss. He's just going to be constantly resting these guys, which will be annoying. Doing pretty good so far. He's down. Minions are surprisingly still up. Right. So that wasn't terrible. Right, so your standard, my standard Necromancer build where it's just about survivability and all that fun stuff. Now we're going to respec. I'm going to change out just some of my gear, and then we'll come back as a sacrifice build. All right, so now let's get into the sacrifice build. So you're going to sacrifice the skirmishers because you get a critical chance. You get an increased critical strike chance as opposed to non-physical resistance. Deal 15 increased shadow damage, which you don't need. Skeletal. I do the cold 15 increased damage to vulnerable enemies. Let me just make sure. Might do the essence now. Alright, let's respec this real quick. So I have 58 talent points available. Crit. Chance to create corpse. Target location, absolutely essential. No, I don't need my core costing any money. 1 second. You know, I'm gonna go to fortify for this one. I usually do the corpse, but yeah, we're gonna try this one out. Deal increased damage to distant enemies. Deal. Just increase your survivability a little more. Don't need that, obviously. So I already have some stuff spec'd into it. I gotta check it again after I switch gear too. Blood orb. I might do the blood orb, honestly. But vulnerability for this is so much better. Your skills, don't need that. Don't have minions. Bone skills, 3% chance. Alright, let me just finish this out real quick. Classified. So, I have 6 left. I can do 3 here and 3. Sacrifice damage by 20%. Increased reduction. Alright, let's see how that works. I think I hit all the major ones. Book of the Dead, everyone sacrificed. Alright, switching out some gear. So I picked up this amazing little piece here. It's a sacred unique helm. Bone Spear leaves behind echoes. Great. So we'll put that on. Bone Spear primary attack makes enemies beyond the first hit vulnerable. I'm losing some damage here. Or some armor and stuff, but I think we'll be okay. Bone Spirit, don't use it, don't care. Blight, yeah, don't use it, don't care. Blight. Alright. So I'll just check my gear real quick. Bone Spear, I still have the bubble. Primary attack makes enemy beyond the first hit vulnerable. Each time the Bone Storm damages an enemy, a barrier. So I put it in a little more survivability. I gotta check my other things real quick. Consuming a corpse, increase your next core skill, there we go, by 8% up to 40%. Blood Mist leaves a trail that lasts for 4 seconds, deals some shadow damage, attack the enemy with basic skills. So what I tried to do recently real quick is just get rid of the the core ability specific skills here. So stuff that I use more, like Bone Storm, Blood Mist, Corpse Explosion, that kind of stuff. 30% chance to spawn Blood Orb, and Bone Skills, Essence. Okay. Let's go through this again. For a new guy here. And the only thing I gotta change real quick. I have my stuff set up a certain way. LT and RT, RB. Yeah, I know I'm a weirdo that uses a controller on a computer. That was like 3 hits. Big blood mist by accident. So some of the things I do screw up because I'm so used to having the
I need more time. I'm out of essence.
So, see how quickly you run out of essence here? But I still have the barrier up, so... Oh, did I get I must have switched out my gloves. Sorry, let's see what happens. Yeah, if there's corpses left on the ground, use them to raise your essence and get some blood orbs if you need to heal. I had to sacrifice a little bit of vulnerability stuff just to have some survivability with this guy. We have some elites here. So that was... He was down before the second shot hit him.
I'm low on essence. I'm not ready yet. I'm low on essence.
Stupid button. Might wait for that to activate. Anyway, so the problem with him is essence management. Just keeping your essence up all the times can be tough, but if you have corpse explosion going and you get some corpses down, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. You're just not able to spam your core ability like you are with elites. Bounce back, dead. That's the other thing I had to get used to, is waiting for the ricochet from to come back. But once you get the crit on this thing, it's pretty awesome. Wait for the bounce back. Yeah. Or a ricochet, I should say. Even with these fortified enemies, it still does work. Got greedy. Blood orb. Okay, so I still haven't used any potions on this guy. So just making a few little tweaks for your survivability.
cathedral.
Okay, gotta slay the two.
I'm not ready yet.
So that was like 4 hits. And that's without Bone Storm active. So Bone Storm will it deals that, but your critical strike chances increase by 20% with Bone Storm as well. So having that with your sacrifice build is a lot of
I'm low on S. I'm not ready yet.
because I'm not worried about obviously raising my minions. I could just detonate all the
out of essence.
So it was like a low level elite, but you can see it just hit the wrong button.
Lack the required essence.
Still haven't used the potion.
I need more time. I'm not ready yet.
There it is. Alright.
I lack the required essence.
So you can see pretty quick like that.
I need more time.
That's the
I'm
power
not
of this
ready
build.
yet.
So, single elite, got him down in like 4 hits. I really gotta stop hitting myself.
I'm not ready yet.
Wrong button again. Here it is. Just try with Bone Spear.
Need more essence.
So that's the difference. Oh, I'm sorry, bones don't get them all confused. Distance back. Okay, did that. See how we do it. Still Alright, so as you can see, big difference there between boss fights and elite fights. The only downside to this build for me is survivability, but I think I fixed that with some of the barriers that I can create, and the essence management is tough as well. So if you can handle that and you can manage it well with your corpses, I really enjoy this build. You can see the boss fight was a lot quicker. The only thing that stopped us was running out of essence, where with the blood spear isn't as much of a problem. You can fire off quite a bit more rounds or shots with it, which is kind of probably what happened originally, or what led me to run into problems originally, because I was so used to running with blood spear that I was like, I could just fire off like 6-7 of these things and then worry about my corpse explosions. But with bone spear you cannot do that. You get 3 or 4 tops. We could actually check right now. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You lack the required
5.
essence.
And that's just because I paused for a minute there too, so I can count, because I'm not a great counter. But yeah, if this video helps, guys, if you have any other tips or tricks for it, let me know. Let me know what build you guys are using for your Necromancer in the end game, or the higher tier game. And yeah, subscribe for more. I hope that hope you guys liked it. Mohawk 6 out.